Welcome to a very special episode of A Fool's Quest, Halloween edition. We are joined by a few special guests in this episode. So we are playing with some different characters, and we're playing with some people from different shows, and we are in for just a really good time. So I hope you enjoyed this Halloween one-shot, and I will be kicking this out for free to anybody who wants to use it. Just ping me after the episode releases. So, without further ado, we've got one of the villains here and one of the heroes here. We'll go through them, and then we'll introduce our special guests. So, Mike, who plays Malfader typically on the show, what character are you playing on this one-shot?
Okay, tonight I'm going to be using a half-elf cleric named Han Velsing. He's a knowledge-based cleric. Knowledge domain, and he's got somewhat of a haunted past, and he's devoted his clerical studies and everything about him to combating the supernatural and things that go bump in the night. He has joined a clerical order that allows him to do that. If you've ever seen the anime Blue Exorcist, it's sort of very, very similar to the Paladins in that show.
Awesome, cool. I like it. And from our villains team, we've got Shamas, who plays Hesh von Eggers, and who will you be playing this evening?
I am going to be playing Reznik, which is Warforged for the designation R9257, and he is an artificer. And I think that his personality will speak for itself when you get there.
Then joining us, we've got our good friend Adam from Microphones and Monsters. So Adam, who are you going to be playing on tonight's festivities?
I'm going to be playing Jimbo Taper, nickname Butzemann. He is a goblin gun fu monk. Think John Wick, but in a 4-1 goblin form.
Nice.
That's how I think of John Wick anyways.
Hey, you killed my dog!
Did you go with the tie for your equipment, for your gear?
Yeah. Instead of bracers of defense, it's a tie of defense.
Yes.
Nice.
So wear the whole 3-piece suit, like the picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Totally.
Nice.
That's great.
And to find Microphones and Monsters, you pretty much just have to look for Microphones and Monsters anywhere. But if you want to drop a real quick place for them to find you, Adam, go for it.
Microphonesandmonsters.com.
Easy enough.
Easy peasy.
They actually do the scary, creepy Cthulhu vibes in their show, so whereas we don't at all, but instead invited him to our one time we do it, we're very, very thoughtful.
I'm excited.
Also, we have with us Tisha, who is from Roll Gay Roleplay, who likes to join our show whenever she can, but she will be playing a new character, she will be playing her character from Roll Gay Roleplay. So, Tisha, tell us a little bit about your character.
Yeah, so my character is a half Mulan rogue. She's level 6 rogue, level 2 druid. She's... somebody described her before as Morty from Rick and Morty. So she's kind of like Morty from Rick and Morty, but maybe a little bit more conniving, manipulating things from the background, but not letting you know she's doing it.
All right.
Yep. I am so excited to have Benny in the show. It is going to be awesome. And last but certainly not the least, we have with us Lindsay, who is actually the artist who did all of the AFQ art, and she does a bunch of other art because she is amazing. But Lindsay, welcome to the show, and who will you be playing?
Hey, I am playing Rose, who is a mountain dwarf cleric, life domain, because I'm broke and I can't pay for the stuff in D&D Beyond. She is not really a very good cleric. Like, you'll see as the game plays on, it's kind of built into a story a little. what I could figure out. And yeah, I wanted to give her the, you know, what that belt with the dwarven the dwarven belt of defense or something, but it makes you grow a beard. I really wanted to give her that. But yeah, nah.
Not feeling the beard.
No, it was
Belt of Dwarven Kind. I looked at that briefly.
belt of dwarven kind. That is it. And I was like, yes, but no.
I need one of those in real life because I couldn't grow a beard to save my life.
It's
I
hard
read
out
a
here.
post the other day. Somebody drew
Same.
like all these female dwarves with beards, and it looked amazing. I was just like, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, why wouldn't female dwarves have beards?
yeah,
It's true.
Perfect.
I'm
Yes,
jealous
they do.
about it.
They used to, didn't
They
they?
do.
magnificent.
They do, and it's sexy as hell.
See, I have the opposite problem of you.
You can't stop.
I have the Homer. I have the Homer Simpson beard where he like shaves and it's like instant 5 o'clock
yeah.
shadow. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I got.
Weird
Yeah.
flex, but okay.
Yeah.
He's like, I have the exact opposite problem. I'm super buff. I'm just really well off. The perfect beard. Oh, my life, you know?
Okay, so what we're playing tonight is D&D on Elm Street, and like everything the AFQ does, is kind of a tongue-in-cheek version of Nightmare on Elm Street, which has Freddy Krueger for all of you non-horror fans. For all of you diehard horror fans, I'm sorry, but it's probably going to have a bunch of things that you totally disagree with. So that's also
Not lore.
that's also in the spirits of the show. So
Yeah.
it's going to be great. Before we dive in and let Shamas start reading to us the intro, I would need to know one last thing from all of the players. On Elm Street, there were houses. There were 9 houses that go from 101 Elm Street to 102 all the way to 109. Then there was also a park and a church. 101 Elm Street has a specific person living in it, so you can't live there. But the rest of you need to have a house that you're living in or staying in or, you know, vacationing in or, you know, whatever. So we're going to start with Tisha and her character Benny because she called dibs. And I'm a firm believer in dibs. Benny, what house are you staying in?
Yeah, Benny as the druid would be definitely staying by the park, so 108 Elm Street.
108
And that's where she lives.
Elm Street is Benny's house. It's a beautiful house. Okay, so that is Benny. All right, Rose, where are you staying?
Can I snap up 109 next to the church?
You can. Yep. So 108 is Benny, 109 is Rose. There are also a couple NPCs, which you guys didn't take their houses yet, but if you want to live with one of those NPCs, you can. Those are listed in the sheet that I gave you guys.
Ah.
But yeah, so let's go over to Adam with Jimbo or Butzemann. Where are you staying?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 106.
106. All right. You guys are all grouped together. All right. And
Lindsay took 109, right?
yep.
You can be my roommate, because seeing as we're clerics.
There you go. That works. Just be warned, he's a dirty old man.
I charge extortionate rates.
Perfect.
All right. So Han Velsing, you are with Rose at 109.
Yes.
And Reznik, where are you staying?
Park is off limits, is what I heard. Or no?
The park?
Yeah.
No. The church and 101 is off limits. If you want to stay at the park, you
Live at the
totally can
park?
stay at the park.
I would like to.
Okay, so you live at the park. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I was looking at the park if nobody had hollered about the roommate thing.
Can
I was
it be?
totally going to be out.
I would love for a Winnebago situation of some sort.
I'm a homeless street preacher.
All right, so we will dive in. Shamas, go ahead and kick us off with the one pager for your one shot.
D&D on Elm Street. An evil entity has invaded the suburban neighborhood of Elm Street, haunting the dreams of the residents there. In the darkest hours of the night, our hero's sleep becomes filled with terrible images of monsters, fire, screams, and most noticeably, an evil humanoid with claws for hands and a striped red and black sweater. While the monsters, fires, and people screaming differed for each person, the humanoid was the same. At exactly the same moment, the characters awake from their nightmares with a feeling of terror gripping them. The image of the evil man with claws standing behind a table remained fresh in everyone's mind. On the table sat 4 items: a key, a dagger, a teddy bear, and a clay jar. Only a few moments after they wake, they hear the scream of the first victim of the night. A magic silence and darkness hangs in the air. A light fog highlighted the magic sunlight street lamps flitters down the street. On the west end of the street is the old church and the neighborhood park and playground. Elder Marin, from The Exorcist, leads the Elm Street Church and lives on site at the church. On 101 Elm Street, Officer Donnie Thompson lives alone and may or may not be on duty. On 107 Elm Street, Nurse Casey Becker may have been the scream that everyone heard. On 103 Elm Street, Judith Myers is a teacher at the local school and may have been the scream as well. The players can be related to residents and live in any house they choose, with the exception of the church and 101 Elm Street. Something deep within the players urges them to find the 4 items and end the haunting. The street lamps are the only source of light that seems to be constant.
All right. And just like that, you all wake up from your terrible nightmares. You're all in your bedrooms. So if you are an odd number, your bedrooms are on the first floor. So if you're an odd number house, your bedroom is on the first floor. So your roommates, you guys are in just like a, 1-story house. And for everybody, for Jimbo in 106 and Benny in 108, you guys were on the second floor. Your bedrooms are in the second floor of the house. And for Reznik, you live in a mobile home, dude. So you only get 1 floor.
Yep.
in the park.
I woke up on the floor.
He has 1 room.
Yeah, I have 1 room.
So, in the spirit of D&D on Elm Street, I want you all to make a perception roll to see if you can identify where that scream came from.
Okay.
Anything over a 15 is a success.
I got a 12.
12 plus 4. 16.
Ooh, 23.
I've got an 11.
18.
Nice. Okay, so everybody except for Jimbo and Reznik can identify that scream. They know that scream is Casey Becker's scream.
Oh no!
Yep.
Not Casey.
And you guys had a pretty good, good relationship with her. She was the neighborhood nurse, especially on Halloween, handed candy out to everybody, even though she doesn't have children. It's very, very alarming. Okay, so you guys all wake up in your bedrooms, and you notice that all of your houses, if you had any kind of magic nightlight or you had the midnight candle burning or whatever in your household that would have any kind of light, all of your lights have been extinguished. And the only lights that you can tell are the ones outside your windows, which are the street lights, which actually cast the spell sunlight. And it shoots it down in a direct light onto the ground to make like a halo on the ground, a circle on the ground, much like a spotlight would on a stage, right? If you take a spotlight and shoot it down on stage, it makes a perfect circle. These are the types of circles that come from the street lights that are out on the road.
Okay.
Nice.
And a feeling of dread starts to set in across your bedrooms and your house, and you hear people starting to move around on the street to come out and find out what the scream was. Let's start first with Reznik. You hear this in your mobile home. What do you do?
Well, Reznik immediately bursts up from the floor, because I'm right by my bed, but I wake up on the floor with just like a small sheet over me. Wake up. Jiminy Christmas! And I am trying to grab onto the table to like pull myself up, but there's just like newspapers and like bottles and like leftover food just everywhere, and it's all clattering around. First and foremost, gotta get a drink of scotch or something, bourbon, whatever I got, quick drink, and then I have to find my gun, at least one of them, and then head outside. So just a quick, just a nightcap, just to top me off, to get me started really, and then see if I can't find a weapon, and then I'll head outside. And when he bursts out of the Winnebago though, like he's gonna like burst out of it and have like one leg almost in his pants, like pulling it all the way up, and then a nice burp to kind of, I don't know, survey the scene. Yeah.
It's Ash from Evil Dead, right? Full on robot Ash from Evil Dead. All right,
nice. Less robot and more like skin suit.
I was thinking more like Eddie from the vacation movies.
that too. Cousin Eddie, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
judgment coming from your end.
So that's what you guys do. Jimbo, you hear them as well. Our fellow artificer, you hear the scream as well, and your lights are out, and you are up on the second floor. So what do you do?
All right, so I was sitting in a chair, and I fell asleep in a chair because, I don't know. He struggles to sleep, but he's like 56 years old, which is old for a goblin. And he had a glass of scotch in his hand, like that he had fallen asleep with, just on the arm of the chair, and he sets it down after startled. And he gets up and he pops his neck and like stretches, pops and everything. But then he walks over into the closet and he opens up a drawer. And there's like a false bottom. He removes it and he puts on his suit. He grabs his gun, make sure it's loaded, and he's gonna see what's going on with that scream, and he's gonna start heading downstairs.
Perfect. All right, and let's bounce over to Rose and to Han Velsing. So you guys share a house. Rose, you wake up and hear the scream. What do you do from your bedroom on the main floor?
She wakes up and starts shouting for Van Helsing.
Okay. Han Velsing is a light sleeper, and as soon as he noticed the scream, he immediately bolted up and he sleeps with his crossbow and just hair trigger fired one right at the door. They can get into the door. What is this? What
Okay. Rose forgot that he does that.
He's in a mild state of panic.
I assume Rose would like anticipate this behavior from...
Yeah, but she had too much to drink the night before, wallowing in her sorrows. So, yeah, she remembers now. Oh, shit.
Okay, and then you guys make it out to the street as well, start heading out to find out what went down?
I'll pull my crossbow bolt out of the door. Sorry about the door, I'll fix that later.
Jesus Christ, man. Come on.
It's coming out of your rent.
Yeah.
Benny, you wake up on the second floor as well. So what do you do?
So Benny would have fallen asleep with a book on religion, probably the Cult of Fiancé, that she read to fall asleep. She hears the noise and stays laying in bed and doesn't quite move right away. But she would, I'm assuming, hear the movement outside.
Yep.
She walks out to a little peephole she has built into her house on the second floor so she can see what's going on outside.
Okay.
Once she sees everybody there, she might sneakily join in. I think she knows Reznik because he lives in the park. So she'd find him and try to sneak up behind him.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
He'd be well known, but maybe not well liked.
That's Benny. I bet that
Yeah.
Benny attracts.
Yeah.
Is attracted to those type of people.
You guys would fit perfectly. Okay, yeah, so you guys are all making your way out into the street. Benny's lagging a little bit behind. You all either come out to the road or come out to your front porch or poking out the windows. And you see Officer Donnie come out of House 101 with a shotgun in hand, a big old shotgun. And he starts, telling everybody to,
Hey, all of you guys, I got this under control. Make your way over to the church. Everybody get in the church and get safe. I'll figure out what's going on. You all just make your way down there.
And he starts ushering the people from the houses that you didn't pick, 102, 103, 104, and 105, down. So the people from 102, 104, and 105 start to go. You guys know Judith Myers in House 103. She's not having any of it, so she goes back into her house and shuts the door. And she's like, no, I'm not coming out. Not coming out one day.
Like arms are crossed.
Yeah.
I don't want it. No.
Officer Donnie, you're not telling me what to do.
Can't make me.
So
Typical Judith.
Classic Judy.
So Officer Donnie starts making his way to Casey's house, which the rest of the ones that made the perception roll recognize that. And Reznik, you see Benny coming up behind you. What do you guys do?
I don't move, but I audibly say, by audibly, I'm fairly loud, yeah, this guy wouldn't know the difference between his asshole and the hole in the ground. And I'll wait for her to get to me.
Benny would snicker, I guess, and be like, "Yeah, you're probably right. You think we should chill out here? Maybe check on. I think that came from Casey Pecker's house. I'm kind of worried about her."
He'll do a feign startle. Jesus, need to put some bells on you. Yeah. Let me just get something, and then make sure I have my flask on me. And then close the door to my Winnebago, which has probably too many locks that don't do anything, but are definitely for show. and then close up and be like, all right, yeah. Lead the way.
Benny would probably, I don't know, how clunky is your artificer? Is a robot? Yeah?
Imagine Bruce Campbell in his 60s, like 50 years to 60s, whatever. He's just this big, overweight guy. It looks like, right? Like I'm going less of like a clunky robot or clunky vines and stone, and more like a cyborg, or more like a with the actual skin suit. But you'll be able to see the innards if he gets wounded. There'll be wires and stuff.
Gotcha. Benny is going to. So Casey Becker was at 107, which is just like a block away from where we are. So Benny would go to the cross the street, try to go to the trees in front of 109 Elm Street, just to kind of get closer to 107.
Okay. Are you sticking to the shadows, or are you moving into the spotlight? Okay.
Benny
cool.
will absolutely stick to the shadows.
Yeah, Reznik would just walk down the street.
Yeah,
100%.
Han and Rose, you guys come out of your house, and you were 109, so you were next door.
Right next door.
Yep, across the street. So you've got to cross Clay Street to get to Casey's house, but you pretty much come right out under one of the street lamps, and you can see Casey's house.
Now, where was Officer Donnie Thompson at?
He's all the way down at 101 when he started walking, so you guys could...
so he's 2 blocks away then.
Yep, you guys could easily beat him there in a third of the time.
So I will lock and load the crossbow and grasp my holy symbol in the other hand and carefully approach 107 Elm Street.
Hannah, you shoot the right person this time, okay?
Oh, I got the safety on, old Betsy. It's good now.
Why don't you have the safety on when you sleep? God damn it.
It's not safe when we sleep.
Yeah, I'm not safe. I'll follow him, though. Rose will follow him.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. And Jimbo, what are you doing seeing these people start to move towards Casey's house?
Oh, I see them move across. Start moving across.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop and. Do I have a garage?
Yeah, you do now.
All right. Well, I'm
Up in the
gonna.
world.
I'm gonna just grab just a pack real quick and just throw it on, and I'm gonna say it's just like a shoulder satchel kind of thing, and I'm gonna start heading out there. Are the people still in the street, or have they already started moving out?
Everybody else in the street started moving toward the church, so they're all hustling toward the church. And priest, Father Marin, that you all know him, opened the door and he's holding a lantern out and trying to usher people in. So that's where everybody else is going, with the exception of Judith and Donnie.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna start crossing the street, where because I think that's kind of suspicious back there, them crossing the street and not heading where everybody else is. And I'm just gonna walk through everybody, and just ignore everybody if they try to talk to me or anything. I'm just gonna ignore them.
Okay.
And start following.
Yep, and they are like, there's some people that are like, oh, what are you gonna do? Oh, what's going on? And you're like, walk right through. So
Just stay out of my yard.
watch the grass. So yeah. So you guys all make it to Casey's house. Her front door is closed, and the front door is locked.
It's a wellness check. Bang on the door. Casey! Casey!
A wellness check.
There's no response.
If no one objects, I'll just go ahead and kick the door.
I'll begin looking for a key underneath, like the rug, or on top of the, like the door hinge and stuff. A false rock, a potted plant.
All right, yeah, you make an investigation check.
I gotta quit playing Malfader.
Net 20.
Okay, so
Dun, dun, dun.
So just before Han Velsing kicks in the door, you lift up a false rock.
Yeah. Hold on there, Chief. It's a perfectly good door.
Is that before or after the door gets kicked?
I would probably as you're backing up to do that, that nice big lunge, and then pick it up, and then right as you're doing the lunge, just kind of like grab your knee. hold on there, Chief. That's mahogany. What are you doing? Use this, and I'll give you the key. Did you want me to roll another roll, see if I get other 20s, or are we doing that or no?
Oh, yeah. Go. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a 14. Okay. Sorry.
All right. You will.
Probably a good thing. I would have hurt my knee.
You very quickly grabbed Han Velsing and got him to see the key. Yeah. And just as you're handing the key to him, but before he can get it into the lock, Donnie gets up to the door and he's like,
I thought I told you guys to go to the church.
Well, you did. But see, the problem is that my friend's in there, and my other friend is going to open this door, and we're going to check on her. The more the merrier, I say.
He says,
That's not a bad idea. I think I'm going to go around back, so I'll go around back and you guys go to the front.
Yeah, you do that.
Alright, cool.
So you guys all know Donnie too. He's kind of a douche. So Donnie goes around the back of the house and starts skirting outside, out and around. And does anyone follow him? Do you all go through the front door? What does this look like?
They all follow Donnie.
Reznik would not want to be anywhere near Donnie unless he has to.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna tail Donnie. I'm not gonna he's not gonna know I'm following him.
Okay.
Benny's going to, if she can, get on the tree and get onto the roof.
Yep, you definitely can do that.
Because is this a 2-story house or just a 1-story house?
This is we're on the odd side. Yep. So this is a 1-story house, but it does have a attic that you can sneak in through the window and get into the attic.
Yeah. So Benny wants to first get on the roof and look back to see how the officer's doing. What is he doing? Is he just bumbling around, or? Yeah,
he's trying to get through some hedges to get into the side yard, then to walk around and get into the back, and he's clunky with his gun, but he's making his way around back with his shotgun in hand.
Okay. Does anything seem off at all about what he's doing? That's a weird way for a police officer to investigate by going to the backyard.
Yeah, I think in his mind, he's just going to, if the other three flush out whoever's in the front, or in the house,
I gotcha.
To escape out the back door, he wants to be there waiting for them.
Okay, yeah, Benny sneaks into the attic then.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay.
And then, Jimbo, go ahead and make a perception check walking with Donnie.
All right. Yeah, I want to look in the windows too.
19.
23.
Damn. All right, you guys are on fire. So, Benny, you unclasped the window. It was a little bit rusted, so there was a chance that you would have had to really jostle it loose and make a lot of racket, but you didn't have to. You somehow opened it super sneaky quiet and were able to slide into the attic completely undetected.
Benny spit on it.
You spit on it? Is that what you said?
Yeah, spit on it, yeah.
Okay.
If you don't want it to squeak, you gotta spit on it.
That's how you know it's love.
It's math.
Yeah.
And Jimbo, not only do you see two creatures inside the house moving around from the two windows that you saw, both one in a bedroom and then one looking through the door of the bedroom into the kitchen. You could see two of them. You also see two more of these creatures behind the house where Donnie is walking right toward them, and Donnie cannot see them. And these creatures that you see with your roll are monstrous figures. They've got the two that are in the house have 2 tentacles, and the two that are outside the back of the house both have 4. Outside of the number of tentacles, they look pretty similar. Their faces are these big, flat, black, shelled faces. They have no eye holes and a big mouth. So think kind of aliens-esque. And
Okay.
And yeah, there are no lights on in the house, but you see the silhouettes of these creatures, and you see them pretty good, both in the backyard and inside. Just as Han Velsing, I gotta keep doing that, unlocks the door and swings it open.
Before he does that though, can I hey Han, I've been working on this, reading my self-help guidebooks, and I need to be on the front foot more, so if we're going into this house, has Adam Jimbo shouted out this, or do we know?
No, you don't know it yet. He just saw it right as, because they started around the side as you guys were getting the key in, so just as the door unlocked, he sees them.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to bless him before because, creepy house and all.
Yeah, you heard a scream, and now Casey's not answering. I think you would be sufficiently suspicious and want to give him a blessing. That makes sense.
Han, I've been working on this. Let me bless you before you go in.
Wow, thank you, my child.
Yeah.
That's very nice and kind of you.
It's just a level 1, though. Just a level 1.
You're both clerics. Do you just keep calling each other my child the whole night long?
No.
We're all children of the great
My child and
Yeah,
father
Rose
at the
has
same time.
lost it a little bit. She's a little bit rough around the edges. She's not quite with the whole religion thing as much. She's still religious, but she's a little lost.
So you bless him. What's the blessing do?
Who's with us? Is it just us two in the front now?
No, I'm there. On
Yes,
the porch.
you
Yeah,
see
Reznik's
blessed
there
too.
also.
Oh, nice.
Within 30 feet. I don't know how far around. I don't know feet, by the way, guys. Feet, inches, yards, ounces, all of that stuff. Miles.
Oh yeah, you're on metric, aren't you?
Yeah.
We'll
Alright.
translate as necessary.
So, whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or the saving throw.
Sweet.
And I literally, threw my flask and sprinkled you. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. That's my whiskey, sorry.
Joke's on you, darling. I'm into that.
So you guys open the door, and I need perception checks for you three real quick, just to see if you see the creatures crossing the hallway.
Ooh, 25.
13.
Okay, so Rose, you're busy doing your blessings with 2 different flasks. One holy water, 1 whiskey.
I really need to label them.
And so you don't see it, but Reznik and Han Velsing, you see a creature skitter across from the bedroom, what you assume to be Casey's bedroom, into the kitchen. And again, it's the same description that I gave.
We actually got the description when we see it, though?
Yep, you see it, yep.
So Reznik would say, oh, looks like my prom date, and then pull out one of his pistols and say, let's dance.
Okay, so let's cut back over to Jimbo, who's following Donnie. You saw the 2 in the house and the 2 out back. What do you do?
All right, so how far am I from them, and how far are they from Donnie, and are they right beside each other?
The 2 in the backyard are right beside each other. You're about 100 feet from them, and Donnie is about 60 feet from them. So you were following a little bit behind Donnie, but not too far away.
All right, so I'm gonna run up to Donnie. I got a 45-foot movement speed.
Yeah, baller.
And I'm gonna get up to him, and I'm gonna grab him, and be like,
Goblin.
"Be quiet, you idiot!"
Okay, so I will make a stealth check for Donnie real quick. And Donnie, not normal at all, completely abnormally aware of the situation, goes,
Oh my god! I didn't see those before. Good catch. Really awesome job.
and he stealthily sneaks behind one of the bushes, and you guys are successfully stealthed, which is it's really
I
surprising.
didn't plan on that.
Yeah, did not expect that. So good. All right, so you
And,
guys are hiding.
Yeah, and what are they doing in the backyard? Are they just standing there? Or?
They are inching closer to the back door, so they're moving toward the house. They're not moving toward you, but you guys were at the side of the house, about to walk around the back to go up on the back deck and go to the back door in case anybody came out.
Okay.
But they are creeping through her backyard and onto the back deck to make their way into the house.
All right, I want to be like, yeah, it would have taken all my movement to get to him, wouldn't it? Or just about it all, right?
Yeah, it would. Yep.
So we're in that bush that he was trying to climb over, and then backyard.
Yep. You got it.
Okay.
You got
All right, cool.
Cool. All right, and Benny, you make a perception check for up in the attic to see if you can hear all of these things going on, especially Reznik.
I got a nat 1.
Oh, roll again.
Roll it again.
I got a 19 that time.
Okay, all right, cool. So nothing terrible happens. So yeah, you just don't hear it. So you are in the attic now.
Just in the attic. Is
Yep.
it dusty? There's
Yep.
spiders?
Yeah, it's dusty, but there's no cobwebs. Nurse Casey was pretty all right. She took care of her house.
Okay. Even her attic.
Even her
So
attic.
it looks like...
Yep.
That's
okay.
one thing we loved about her, is you can go to the attic and be like, yeah, you're all right.
Yep.
She has monsters trying to enter her back door. I mean...
Well, when you live that lifestyle.
What you do see up there is one of those really big, creepy doll houses with, like a big, creepy dollhouse collection that's
Ooh.
up there.
Benny would definitely check out the dollhouse.
Okay.
Oh no, we're playing with a monster.
So you check out the dollhouse, and in the area there, so you guys all remember from the dream very vividly, there were 4 items that were in the
Dagger,
dream.
a teddy bear, and...
The key and a clay jar.
A clay jar, that's right, yeah.
You found a key?
That's true.
Not the same key. Good catch, though. Not the same key. But you do find one of those Chucky dolls that are right there that are like really ugly, and yeah.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho!
But right behind that is a cute, fluffy teddy bear that is even more frightening to you because it is the one from your dream.
Oh, man. She shoves the Chucky doll and the teddy bear in her bag.
Okay. All right. So you nab those up. And then what do you do while you're in the attic?
Just kind of search around, see if she and try to listen downstairs. Obviously, she failed at doing that at the beginning, hearing anything. So yeah, basically just that, and like trying to stealth downstairs eventually after she's looked at everything and tried to hear what's going on.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. 7.
7. Okay. You cannot find the hatch to get down to the basement. It seems to evade you. You can't find the door, or not to the basement, but to drop down into the main floor. So obviously it's like one of those pull away ones that you have to access from the main floor to come up, but you can't find where the door is on your side. So the only reasonable way for you to think to get back out is the window that you came in through.
That's fair.
Okay. We will bounce now over to Rose, Han Velsing, and Reznik. You guys are at the entry of the house. You see all of those creatures, or you saw those 2 creatures there. What do you do?
Now, the creatures that we saw, you said they were running to the kitchen or just running around inside?
You saw one skitter from her bedroom to the kitchen. And so that's the only place you've seen him. It's like at the end of the hallway, towards the back of the house.
Did I get a fairly decent look at it?
Yep.
Does it remind me of anything I may have looked at before in one of my books or heard about in my studies on the occult and the supernatural?
Are you proficient in religion or history?
I have expertise in religion, and I'm proficient in history.
Okay, either one. Whatever one's your better roll, I'll let you make a roll for that.
10.
10. No, so you've seen some fan art of these out of some scary comics that you read. but no, you don't have any details on what these monsters are or what they do.
It's cosplayers.
Yeah, exactly.
You're basically a Facebook expert at that point.
So I just see a something running around. Does she have a dog? I don't remember her having a dog.
All right.
Good one.
What do you guys do? Rose didn't see them, so it was just you. But she did hear Reznik make his bow.
I go into the house and try to follow the one that I saw moving wherever direction. If it was heading for the kitchen, I'm heading that way.
There's one that was heading towards Casey's room, correct?
No, away from Casey's room.
Away from the room. Okay, so as Reznik would enter in, I guess behind, he would have his weapon drawn and tell everybody, be on your toes. There could be more of them.
Okay, so you guys walking into the house, you can either go straight down the hallway, where at the end of the hallway, right is Casey's room and left is the kitchen, or you can make an immediate left into the living room and kind of corner them off inside. So one person could go left in the living room and then take a right to the kitchen, and then the other person go straight down the hallway and take a left to the kitchen. And
Reznik would take an immediate left. He's a man of action.
And I will head toward the kitchen to sort of flank them. Maybe we'll both come together in the other room.
Rose is still looking at her 2 flasks, wondering how she could make them a bit distinctive from each other. I failed that
Trying
last.
to catch the light from the street.
These are the hard-hitting questions that we all have to deal with.
Because I failed the previous check, right?
Yep, you did. Yep.
So as she looks up, who is making the most action heading towards the enemy? Reznik, right?
Yep.
Okay, so she would follow Han.
Okay, so you break away to the left with him.
She's gonna sort of, because she doesn't like getting to fights. She likes staying on the outsides, the edges. Like, she's not a confrontational character.
I think you're picking the wrong person then.
She's gonna hide behind you.
So you're following Reznik. Cool.
So I will turn my head back to Reznik and Rose and say, be very careful, we don't know what they are yet.
Han Velsing is walking down the hallway. The other 2 break off to the left to kind of corner him off. You guys call out to each other. You're good there. And then Jimbo and Benny, you hear this, but Jimbo, you see that the 2 creatures that were walking kind of crouched down and moving slowly toward the back of the house, beeline it now toward the back of the house, running as fast as they can to engage.
Can I try to intercept them?
Yep, absolutely. You can dive out and...
Am I able to get to them before they get on the deck, or do I have to jump on the deck?
You would have to meet them on the deck. So you would break through the bush and then get onto the deck right as they were coming out of the backyard and onto the deck. You guys would meet there.
All right, cool. And I'm I'm drawing my gun as I'm running up to him.
Okay, sweet.
And
so let's all roll initiative.
Okay.
25.
12.
Whew. Oh wait, that's a 7. Thank goodness. I thought that was a 1.
8. Yeah, I'm rolling really well tonight.
Don't feel bad. I got a 5.
All right, well, you guys are off to a great start. At least it's just the initiative orders. Actually, this kind of makes sense. So Jimbo, you definitely get dibs on what you do first. So you had rushed around the corner, and you see the two step up on the back deck.
All right, so I'm running up to melee range, but on my way there, I'm going to pop off 2 shots. Well, actually, 2 shots is kind of like 4, just because it's an SMG, but with the way Monk works, it's kind of automatic.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
My bank account works.
All right, so I'm going to make my 2 attacks with my gun. All right, the first one's 12.
That's not going to do it. It's dark. You shot wide.
23 on the second one.
Oh, yeah.
Barely got him.
Yeah.
You might have winged him.
14 damage.
Okay, yeah.
And
nice.
is he still up?
Yeah, he's still up, but he
Okay.
turns his attention.
All right.
He sees you now.
And I'm gonna pop a key point, and I'm gonna go flurry of blows, and I'm gonna roundhouse kick him and then punch him.
Okay.
It's like Yoda with an SMG. It's awesome.
13
Okay.
and a 1.
All right.
Not 1. So do I keep rolling?
Yeah, you roll again. Yeah.
All right. No, I got a 14 on the second one.
Okay, we be in. All right, so he is very upset with you, but he is still standing, and you definitely intercepted them and broke their line of path to the door.
Okay.
And it is now over to Reznik's turn.
So in the living room, correct? Heading toward the kitchen?
Yep, you can see it's
Yes.
kind of a wide open floor plan. So you're in the living room, but you can see the kitchen, and you can see the 2 creatures in the kitchen now.
Stepping into the living room then, and I have a direct line, I will aim the pistol at them. At I don't know, I guess the one on the left, right? Because there's 2 of them in there.
Yep.
So I just picked the one on the left. And I'll go, hey, you beautiful. Come over here and give me some sugar. And then I'm going to shoot. So that's a miss with an 11, and that's a hit with a 22. Full 12 damage of the piercing variety.
That gets its attention, and it is beautiful. It accepts your compliment and is very thankful.
Very last thing is I'll pull a secondary pistol out for next round.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that'd
right.
be it.
Okay. And so it is the baddies' turn. So we're going to go with Porch Baddies. So Porch Baddie that just got hit the first time is not amused. And he turns and does 2 attacks with his tentacles at Jimbo. And I don't know your armor class, but it does a 23 to hit and a 20 to hit.
Both of them hit.
Damn.
Sweet. The tentacles fly out and they start smacking you all over your face, and they do 6.
I think I've seen that movie.
They do 6 damage to your face.
All right.
The second one comes up to you as well, and so that they're now flanking you, and hits you with both of their tentacles in a very angry tentacle fashion. And the first one to hit is a 13.
Misses.
The second one to hit is a critical hit.
Oh.
Yikes.
Okay.
So it does... It does 15 points of damage. So it just comes full-fledged and starts slapping you around with its tentacles and bludgeoning you with some angry tentacles.
All right.
And then the 2 in the house see Reznik, and they do not like your... I mean, they are flattered because you called them beautiful, but aside from that, they are not amused. So the first one, Beautiful, runs to you and also attacks. And it is a 19 and then a miss. So is a 19 a hit?
Yep. 17's my AC.
Okay, so 19. So it runs up and one tentacle right to your chest. as you're pulling out your other gun and hits you for 6 damage. Then Beautiful's boyfriend, who's very jealous that you're hitting on their soulmate, runs across and attacks you as well, and they are now flanking. And the first one is a hit for 9 damage, and the second one is a hit for 9 damage. Yeah, so 18.
Listen, I'm doing well for myself.
And that's it for the baddies' turn. They charged the 2 targets that they saw, and they did some crazy tentacle fury. And it is now over to Benny's turn, who's still in the attic.
Okay. So there are tentacle creatures on the porch, yeah? The front porch?
Back porch. But you
Back
could get
porch.
around to him pretty quick.
All right. So I'm assuming that she heard that, and she's going to go to the back porch.
Yep, definitely.
She's
She
gunfire.
is going
Yeah.
to crossbow
Okay.
one of them, and she does 5 damage. She also
Okay.
is wearing she also is wearing something called Bracers of the Fletcher, which means she has advantage on the attack. She hit the first time, so I didn't. I guess I could roll second. I didn't get a 20.
Okay.
And because she has the advantage on the attack, she also has sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So an extra 3d6. So 7 damage.
Okay. All right. Very cool.
And she uses her cunning action to hide.
Okay. Which is pretty easy to do on the... You just
Roof.
tuck back,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they can't see you on the roof.
Cool.
All right. Rose.
Lesson Bane, lesson Bane, lesson Bane. That's what Rose is saying to herself because she's trying to remember. She's going to cast Bane on the enemies in the living room in the house.
Okay. Sweet.
You must make charisma saving throws. Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make charisma saving throws whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends. The target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw. There's charisma 15 for attack save. Do
They
have to
both
make a...
failed.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
What?
nice.
It worked?
Bane is very effective.
Yes, very
It's
effective.
good. The book was good. It was good value for money.
Blessing and Bane. That's what you named your 2 flasks, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, this one, she doesn't like this one because she has to, cut a finger. But I didn't know how meta that was. Because maybe you have to spend an action taking out the dagger, or
Nah.
she needs
I'll
a drop of blood for it.
for Bane.
She's not a fan of it.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome, though, actually. I like it.
And then, bonus action, she casts her spiritual weapon. But that's it. She can't attack with it, right?
Right, because you did your action,
Just
which was
casting
casting
it.
a spell. Yep. So, yep. All right, so you summon a spiritual weapon. What is your weapon?
It's a spitting image of her mace. It's soul.
All right,
Nice.
cool. Han Velsing.
Now, is Reznik close enough to the other 2 in the kitchen that I could have advantage on the roll, or do I, since I'm firing from behind?
I'm in melee range of both of them. They're flanking me, and we're in the living room.
Okay. So I will continue my move through the kitchen, coming up behind them to get a clean shot. Go back to the hell with which you spawned! And start shooting with crossbows.
Super worried.
Yes, I'm firing into
He's
melee.
so scared right now.
I should have mentioned he's half crazy. Let's see here.
I love
That's my roommate?
I love Han Velsing.
You've never seen him in combat.
Yeah,
You didn't know.
Rose has got this look of horror on her face.
Okay. So the first one, 4 damage. Second attack is a 21. That's going to do 5 damage.
Cool. So Donnie comes around the corner now after Jimbo, and cocks his shotgun and shoots at the creature that was the one that was perfectly fine, that hadn't been hit yet, that was on attacking Jimbo from the side. And it goes wide, and he completely misses, and you hear Donnie go,
Plastic gun! Ugh, hate this thing.
and it is back to the top of the order over at Jimbo.
All right. I'm going to continue to fire on the one that I had already hit. And with Gun Fu, I don't have the penalty for shooting at 5 feet. That's a 26. Or no, I'm sorry. That's 25.
Big difference there.
You really hit him.
Yeah.
16 on the first one. Yep.
Okay, so that's a kill. So what does that look like?
All right, so I'm gonna raise the gun like right below its chin, or what semblance of a chin there is, and I'm gonna just pull the trigger and double tap 2 bullets and up into it
With your submachine gun.
Yeah.
Love
Your
it.
submachine gun.
After that I'm gonna turn the gun to the other one, and I'd hit the 20.
Yep, that's a hit.
Was
Yep.
it 22 or whatever?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, actually, I wanna do a non-lethal takedown. I want to use that ability.
Okay.
And I'm gonna forego dealing damage. I'm gonna stun the shit out of that one because he hit me hard. So I get to use Stunning Strike and forego the damage instead of using a key point.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna hit it off of its like shovel head that you said and daze it.
Is there a save to be not dazed?
My key save is 14.
Okay. Let us see.
It works like Stunning Strike.
Oh yeah, it doesn't make it at all. So it is stunned until the end of your
You
next
go
turn.
first.
Yeah.
Like that.
Reznik, it is your turn.
I'm flanked.
Yeah, you're still being flanked.
Alright, that's gross. So he is going to... He will move 5 feet to the back end of the one he shot already, to Beautiful. And let that op attack go. And if the op attack hits, he'll use his reaction for shield.
That is a hit. That's a 20.
Okay. So he uses shield as a reaction. So that's 22 is my AC, and it misses. Gets to the other side. He'll so it's at disadvantage. I rolled these at disadvantage because I'm shooting within 5 feet. It's 19. That's a hit. And then he's going to use his arm blade, which I hope looks like a chainsaw. That's my hopes and that's my dreams, which is not disadvantaged because that's melee. So that's 16 plus 7 is 23. And then the last one, he'll fire his secondary weapon, which is an 11. So, that first shot is 9. And then the chainsaw hand is 8. So he fires, and the bullet kind of grazes in, comes down with chainsaw hand that kind of just like peers out of his skin and like breaks through and starts running, and then a nice little slash around, and then same hand fires but misses because he got overzealous.
Wait, so it comes out of his elbow? His chainsaw? It comes out of his forearm?
Yeah, like a little extension out of his forearm, and has like a little. And
I was picturing like Edward lumberjack fingers.
Edward,
like
but he has to hold the,
like...
he has to hold the pistol still. So he just like blows up his pistols.
He's got chainsaw fingers.
Chainsaw fingers.
He blows up the pistols, and he's just like, ah!
Eat your heart out, Freddy.
But after the slice and the fire, he goes, oh, and no, he doesn't do that yet. I'll hold on to that. Somebody else's turn. Do stuff.
It's Batty's turn. So Porch Batty number 1 is dead. Porch Batty number 2 is stunned. Inside Beautiful, so you're still next to both of these, right?
Out of range of the boyfriend, and am only in range of Beautiful, unless they have 10-foot range.
They do have 10-foot range.
So, like, like I'd imagine if I was being flanked, I'm in the middle, and then I would have moved to the opposite side of Beautiful, right? So then I would be 15 feet away from Boyfriend.
Yep. All right, so Beautiful turns to attack you, and the first attack from Beautiful bounces off your chainsaw arm and does no damage. But the second attack again hits you right in the face and does 6 damage to you.
I don't like it.
And then Boyfriend is going to come around and move back to you and get advantage, but it is so infuriated that you've been doing all of this mean stuff that its tentacles just flop all around your head and it doesn't actually hit you. So it's just like all over and nothing happens.
How'd that go?
Again, joke's on him because I'm into this stuff. So
Thank you.
it's my Friday night.
And it is, and the baddies are now done. They're now finished. So it is back over to Benny.
Okay. I do have a question. Did Benny hear Reznik tell one of the baddies to give him some sugar? Did Benny hear that?
Yes.
He definitely wasn't quiet about it.
All
Yeah,
right.
you heard that.
Okay. Benny thinks that you deserve that. But she is going to... How many are left on the porch? I know one was killed, right?
Yeah, just one left on the porch, and it's stunned.
And it's stunned. All right. So what Benny is going to do is take her whip and try to suspend the one that is stunned. Like, not cause it damage, but just kind of suspend it and tie it up.
Okay, so you like whip down and grab it, or you jump down off the roof and hog tie it?
She whips it to try to get it around the shoulders.
Okay.
And ties the other side of it to something on the roof. If there's anything for me to tie to on the roof, like that pipe or whatever that sticks out of roofs, like for the dryer.
Yep. So I would just say make an attack roll of it's only a 12 to hit because it doesn't have any dexterity. And as long as you hit, you can totally do that.
You get advantage since
It's stunned too, yeah.
Yeah, yep. So you get advantage.
Well, I got a 14, so...
So you do exactly that. You do it, and it's got one of those like little chimney heat vents on top of the roof that you can tie it up to. But yeah, you have suspended this thing, and if you want to roll damage on your hit, you can add damage to that initial hit that you did.
If I add damage, will it take the stun away or no?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I guess...
And you'll get your sneak attack damage.
I guess might as well do some... I don't want it to die, so I'm doing damage, but I do want it to be non-lethal if it gets to that point.
It hasn't been hit yet, so I think you're okay.
Alright, so damage from the whip is 6 damage. I actually used Whiplash, which is my... it's a homebrew whip that at Homebrew5e from Twitter gave me. And basically, after you successfully hit a creature with this whip, you can expend a charge to force a creature to make a DC 13 Constitution save. On a failed save, the creature is stunned until the end of your next turn. So, can I re-stun him? Or how does a stun on a stun? Stun on stun.
I would say yeah. I would say yes.
Alright, let's stun him. Yeah, okay. So he's stunned until the end of my next turn. And I don't know if I get my sneak attack because... Oh, I did have advantage, you're right. Okay, let's do sneak attack damage. 9 damage.
Alright.
But I want to keep him there, is the point. Like, I don't want him to die.
Yep. Yeah, he's good. You're good. Okay. And it is over to Rose's turn.
Rose would shout at Reznik, how you looking there? Like, are you okay? Like, health-wise. I don't know, because you've lost like 12, I think.
I've lost more than 12.
Have you? Well, Cleric's not paying attention. Are you bloodied and shit?
I'm almost bloodied, yeah. I'm pretty close.
Okay.
Leaking something.
So she's gonna cast a second level healing word at Reznik. 10, 2 plus 4 plus 4.
Thank
Nice.
you.
And then, are we killing these guys? I know one seems to be kept alive, but the one that Reznik's attacking, he's He's been hit pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, she sends her a spiritual weapon over there to attack it. It's 5 damage. 1d8 plus 4. So 1 plus 4.
Cool. And Han Velsing.
What kind of shape is Beautiful in?
Beautiful is fucked up.
And Beautiful is on top of Reznik and doing the old flap, 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 flap.
None of this is consensual. All of this is terrible. Please make them stop.
So Han will see that as the most direct threat to Reznik, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead at Beautiful, and she will need a Wisdom save of 14.
She does not make it.
As he presents his holy symbol, as he's cocking the crossbow again in his little spiffy maneuver that he learned from John Wick, he utters the words of a prayer, and from out of nowhere there is a tolling bell, very low tone, very ominous, like a funeral toll. And as it tolls, waves of necrotic damage just envelop Beautiful, wreaking all sorts of damage and nasty things to it.
Awesome.
And as the bonus action, I will take the crossbow shot with my at the boyfriend. That's a 19. That's a hit.
Oh, I forgot about that already.
Okay, and taking 5 damage.
All right.
And I will taunt him. Leave him alone! Come and fight with me!
And it's actually up to the top of the order with Jimbo.
I look up and I just give a thumbs up.
To Benny.
Yeah, to Benny. And what's the back door situation?
It's wide open. It looks like the door was...
Damn it, Shamas.
Oh, so the door's already open.
Yep, wide open.
Okay.
I'm a professional. Relax.
Consent has been given.
I'm gonna run in, and what do I see when I get in there?
All right, so you run in, and everything is backward now. So the kitchen is on the right for you, and you can see into the kitchen and into the living room, and you see boyfriend chilling there with an arrow in its back and tentacling at Reznik's face.
All right, I'm gonna shoot my gun. By the way, my SMG is based off of what Heckler and Coach or whatever, but instead it's a Jekyll and Hyde MP5K.
Nice.
It's 18 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
On the first one. I'll go ahead and roll the damage for it.
Cool.
That's 14 damage.
Okay.
Still alive.
Yep.
And I missed. That's a 2.
Okay. And Reznik.
I imagine that Beautiful had somewhat exploded, like getting some bits all over his face. He'll go groovy, and then he's going to take a 15-foot retreat, tactical retreat toward the front door, allowing for this attack of opportunity again.
It's a hit.
I shield, you jerk.
Okay.
Stop it. Stop with your hitting. So both those hit, and I'm bang, bang, shoot, shoot. I'm going to use these two. So it's a 9 and a 14. So 23 total. Straight to the eyeless, gaping hole in the face area. Does they die?
It does not die, but it is its turn, and instead what it's going to do is, terrified now, it is going to turn around and flee back through the back door as fast as it can.
So is it heading toward me?
Yep, it is heading toward you.
As it runs, he'll say,
Hail to the king, baby.
And it doesn't. It runs away. Then it gets up to and past Han. So Han, you should get a
attack of opportunity. I'll just hit it in the face with the crossbow. I haven't loaded yet. It's not my turn. I've already discharged the crossbows.
All right, make your attack.
All right. So as it's running past me, I quick check to see if I have a crossbow ready. I don't. And by then it's like right on top of me, and he just swings his arm out, smashing the crossbow directly into its face. Stop! Oh, that worked. How about that?
Hey, And that one's dead. And the one that's out there hanging, just hanging out with Benny, starts coming back to. Or no, it's got to wait until Benny's turn now, not Jimbo's turn. So it is still just laying in limp, chilling, and it is now over to Benny's turn.
Benny is going to drop down, and because there's no more left besides the one hanging, yeah?
Yep.
She's going to use her other whip and hog tie it, like tie its hands and legs behind its back.
Okay.
And say, Reznik, did you really tell it to give you sugar? Look at you. You're a fucking mess. Jesus.
You sound like my second wife.
Well, I feel sorry for her.
These are my little exes.
Don't ever compare me to somebody that would sleep with you. Also,
Oh, that's a fun.
what the fuck, guys? What are these things? This one's like, I got this one here, but he's gonna wake up soon.
Now that I get a good look at it, can I make another check to see if I can ID it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 26.
Yeah, so you would identify this as something out of a nightmare. It's actually called a dream weaver, and they have these tentacle attacks that they can do, and the old mythology behind them is that the dream weavers work for dream demons who can pull people from the real world into the dream world.
Damn.
Demons. Why is it only the demons? Oy.
Reznik's like surveying the living room kitchen scene, and then he'll go up to Hans and be like, they're like they're like pickle jars, and I loosen them out for you. So.
Well, I will take whatever help I can get. Thank you very much.
Okay, I need some checks real quick. So I need a perception check from Benny, from Rose, and from Han. Damn.
17.
Benny got an 8 on her perception check.
Rose got 16 plus 4, 20 on her perception check.
Okay, good to know. And then I need a wisdom check from Jimbo and Reznik.
We're blessed, by the way, so...
Question. I cast Bless, and then I cast Bane, and they're both concentration spells.
So Bless
like,
went
Rose
away.
is sitting there thinking in her head, did I do that right? I think I messed up. Do they both? Did you guys still feel blessed after I cursed them? She's the worst thing in the world. That's why she's a mess.
So Benny didn't get it. Rose did get it. Jimbo...
I got a 1.
Oh.
Okay, a 7.
Okay.
So just a 1.
I got a 12, so...
Okay. And Han.
17 on a perception.
Okay, so Rose, what you see is on the floor next to the kitchen island that separates the kitchen from the living room, you see a box, like the size of like a lunchbox with a red cross on it. And then, Han, what you see is across the hallway back into Casey's bedroom, you see Casey laying on her bed, all cut up.
Just being lazy. Just being super lazy.
And Jimbo and Reznik, what you see is the floor after the room starts spinning. And you guys both fall asleep and fall to the ground.
Because I was sleepy, and I took a lot of hits to the face.
As soon as you hit the ground, Jimbo, you take 13 damage, and Reznik, you take 13 damage.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know.
Oh, sleepy mystery. It's a mystery.
Okay.
Could be some kind of psychic attack or something.
Rose is going to pick up the lunchbox with the red cross, and she's like, "What is this devilish symbol of?" Oh no, wait, is this a medic box?
Yep.
She was a nurse, right?
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to open it then.
All right, there are 2 healing potions in there. Each one does 1d8 plus 1 health.
I'd like to give them away. Rose is kind of asking if anybody wants it.
Reznik and Jimbo are both sleeping on the floor.
Can I force feed them? Can I force feed Reznik?
Yeah, Reznik. Okay, so you make your way over to Reznik, and you see that you see that his body has had some cuts. And so you notice that there was the bludgeoning damage that happened from the tentacles, some bruising and stuff around his face. But you see these cuts on his arms and on his neckline and wherever you can see his flesh.
Oh, no.
So a bunch of little slash marks had scratched him.
That's the one part of the movie I actually remember. Can I force feed Reznik the potion?
So roll 1d8 plus 1, and that's what he will heal for.
A side
Wait,
note,
he does that.
Reznik is also spooning with, I assume, a part of the tentacle from Beauty. Because he was surveying the situation and fell asleep. I imagine he'd be like a baby. Just
Yeah.
cuts
That makes
everywhere.
sense. That totally makes sense.
Okay, and
it's
back
not disturbing
over
at all.
now to Han. What are you doing?
Okay, I am going to go check on Casey Becker.
Okay.
And survey that whole scene in there.
All right, so roll investigation on Casey, and while you're investigating that, Benny, what are you doing?
I don't know what she's going to be doing. Can she wake up anybody? Or are they waking up?
So are you going to check on Jimbo?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jimbo's not awake yet. He's still passed out. Reznik wakes up with the potion.
Okay.
So Jimbo is still on the ground right now.
So Benny's going to try to wake him up. Does she need to heal him to wake him up? Or does she know how she can wake him up? Can I do an insight check to figure out how to wake Jimbo up?
Well, if it worked on Reznik, I'll give you the other healing potion.
I mean, Benny has a healing potion, but I don't know if she would know that's how... I don't think she would have saw that was how Reznik
Wait, are
woke
they
up.
not in the same room?
Nope, because Jimbo's in the kitchen
okay.
and
My
Reznik's
bad.
in the living room.
My bad.
Yeah, so insight is not her best. She got an 11.
No, so you wouldn't know... You don't know if that is specifically what it takes to wake them up.
Alright, so if she didn't know, she would probably try to shake him awake. Slap his face just a little bit and cry over him.
Your tears pouring down on his gangster goblin face.
Not like this. Not like this.
There was a perception check happening, though, with Casey from Han in the bedroom. So what did you get on your perception check?
Oh, that was perception?
Yeah, or investigation. I'm sorry.
Investigation.
You did investigation.
Yeah, okay. Investigation, I did 11.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not a stellar roll.
So what you did see with an 11 is that there are cuts all over Casey's body, and blood is everywhere on the bed, and there seems to be no struggle anywhere else in the room, just in the bed. And the final cut was a cut across Casey's throat that killed her, Sorry, Casey.
So she is indeed deceased. Poor Casey. No spares are dying for you.
And let's see if it wakes up Jimbo. It doesn't. I knew it wouldn't. I was just kidding. He actually takes 8 more points of damage, and more cuts appear all over
You're cruel
you.
tonight. You are so cruel tonight.
Benny would have seen the damage and the cuts, and she'll use her healing spell at that point.
Okay.
Slapped
She
him
has
for 8
healing
points of
word.
damage.
Okay. Yeah.
And she casts healing word.
Okay. So how much does that heal Jimbo for?
She's going to cast it at first level, 1d4 plus my spell casting, 6.
All right. So Jimbo wakes up with that, that only somebody who's waking up after the feeling of being chased and brutally attacked by a guy with claw hands and a red sweater has. So Jimbo, in your dream, you were, and Reznik, when you were dreaming in Robot World Dreams, you guys were being chased by that scary guy in the red sweater. And unlike your initial dream where you just saw him and then the 4 items, he was actually clawing at you and toying with you, and he was cutting you, and those cuts were manifesting in the real world.
All right. Well, as soon as I get up, I'm going to say, I'm not playing around anymore. And I'm going to walk outside, and I'm going to start shooting the fuck out of that thing hanging up and tied up.
Okay.
Oh, no!
Fair.
Benny chases after you. No, what if we can ask us some questions?
Reznik isn't so badass when he wakes up. When he wakes up, it's more of a scream. And it's oh my god! Whoa!
Benny would chase after Jimbo, and be like, "No, wait! Don't hurt it! What if we can ask us some questions to figure out what's going on? I mean, there's a lot of information to be gathered here from this guy. That he's the only one left. He could have so much information that could help us defeat whatever just hurt you. And if you kill it, then we won't get the information."
Do you understand this thing?
Every other word.
I don't know yet.
Bullets.
Every other word through bullets. But what if it's the information and you could get?
That's a hit.
What? But
12 damage.
God damn it!
Okay.
Next shot.
No!
Are we all? Are we all
Benny
together?
is at this point wrestling
That's
Jimbo.
15.
Benny is wrestling Jimbo at this point.
How much damage on the second one?
13. And I'm out of bullets.
Your clip is empty. Okay, so your clip is empty, but it's not dead by a hair. It's definitely bloodied. And then Benny jumps on you, jumps on him to try and restrain him from shooting more.
She gives him a hug. Wait, he's small, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, she leans over him and hugs him. Very
Just smothers him.
picks him up. She just picks him up. She picks him up and gives him a tight hug.
Right after he reloads, he gets picked up.
Like a mother with a child having a tantrum, and she's just like,
Yeah,
"It's okay,
exactly.
buddy. Just relax."
Hey, it's all right. But
I'm not
listen,
going back to sleep.
But you don't have to go back to sleep. I'll wake you up. I'll wake you up every time. Look, I woke you up the first time. I could wake you up this time. But look, this guy could possibly have some information for us. Stop, because I don't think that. I mean, look at these guys. I don't think that they're the brains of the operation.
All right.
Okay.
See what you can get out of them.
Okay. Yes.
It wakes up and tentacles start flailing all over everywhere, but it's pretty restrained. Everything, all the other movement and stuff, and it's like
2 whips
spinning around.
Whips,
with 2 whips all over. So it's very restrained, but it's just sitting there, and it lets out a rattled, grizzled screech out of its mouth. Its eyeless, noseless mouth. And it's like.
Is it a language, or is it just guttural noises?
Guttural noises.
Okay.
Well,
I know I can't understand.
Did anyone roll to know what kind of thing this is?
Yes.
Yeah, we know it's a Dreamweaver.
Any of you speak Undercommon?
No.
Yes, I do.
Oh shit! Then yes, you.
Oh.
You do know what it says. Out of nowhere, Han Velsing.
I set him up for you.
He is saying words. Let me listen to him.
The old horn that you stick up to your ear. And you're like, yes, I understand.
It's literally just Rammstein.
You're kidding, she did that,
It's
really?
Rammstein lyrics.
Du hast mich. It's like he's missing his mother.
Right. He seems very angry too.
How does that make you feel?
Is that something to do with his mother?
It just says, "Free me."
So I say back in Undercommon, you tried to kill us.
That first bit isn't actually Undercommon, and you're just shitting on him. You're just making fun of him.
I'm talking.
And then you're actually
oh look, I am a tentacle monster too.
I do have a question before you continue. Is what kind of being is this? Is this a beast?
Aberration.
I know it's a Shadow Weaver. Aberration. Okay, that's it. Okay, continue.
I will ask it in Undercommon. Why are you trying to kill us?
It says, and it says, "We're trying to bring you home."
This is not my home. I live across the street.
beginning of the session. Did you hear? We picked our houses. That's where I live.
I'll point back to the bedroom with Casey. What the hell happens in there? That was not right.
We took her home, and the sweater god had his way with her.
Who is this sweater god?
The sweater god.
There are some who call him Frederick.
Frederick? Tell me more.
I cannot tell you anymore. Free me now.
I will leave that to my companions. And I'll just kind of turn around and walk away from him.
Benny asks Han Velsing, so what you guys chat about?
It appears that they are something we call a dream weaver. And they are in service to a dream god that he calls Frederick.
Frederick.
Or something like that. It's very strange. Never heard of anything quite like it. Most unusual. They say that they were trying to take everyone home at the behest of this sweater god.
A sweater god? Oh, that's interesting. I found a doll with a sweater on in a dollhouse upstairs. You want to see it? And she pulls out the Chucky doll, throws it in his face.
That's creepy.
That's gross.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it the Chucky one?
Yeah, it's the Chucky one. Chucky wears a sweater.
Bro steps back so far away.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I found this doll upstairs in a house. Is this maybe
where's
its home?
your crossbow? Shoot it. Shoot it there.
Okay, so nobody's helping me figure out these clues, but I have this doll here with a sweater on, and there's a house upstairs, but
now we all recognize the teddy bear, right?
I haven't pulled the teddy bear out.
She hasn't pulled it out.
Right.
But
She's pulling the
Reznik
Chucky doll.
Reznik would be in the kitchen dabbing his wounds with a towel, like they're the most grievous of wounds. Because I imagine you're in the basement area, or not the basement, but the ground floor area, right?
We're in the living.
We're all able to see each other, right?
Back porch.
Yeah,
I thought we were all like
back
huddled
porch,
between
living
the
room
back porch
area.
and the
Yeah,
kitchen.
back porch.
Or
Yep.
back porch kitchen area.
All right,
yeah.
so in the doorway of the back porch would be like dampening or patting his like wounds, like they're the most grievous wounds. Like he took the most damage, because I think he actually might have. But the point is that he's trying to make it look, like he's super heroic for taking so much damage. And then he'll go, yeah, that's nice, doll, but do you happen to have a teddy bear with you?
That's really a weird question. How would you know about a teddy bear?
Well, I had this messed up dream where there was that freaky guy who just chased me, who I bravely fought off, by the way, single-handedly. And there was a dagger, a key, a teddy bear, and a jar of, I don't know, old mayonnaise or something? I don't know.
Old mayonnaise.
It
That's
was
weird. I had a dream kind of like that, too. And
I thought it was pickles.
that's super weird that you bring that up.
It's a jar of clay. I have also had this.
What?
I saw that too.
Yeah, it might have been clay. Who knows? Who could possibly know?
Did anyone open it?
The difference between clay and mayonnaise? I don't know.
These dreams are dark. It's been a long night.
I gotcha.
Not everyone dreams in color.
So
It's okay.
we all had the same dream. Are we only just realizing this now?
Quite unusual. Bit of a mystery.
Oh,
Okay.
Y'all see that
Han.
sweater guy?
I don't
Well,
understand.
so this is obviously not the sweater guy from my dream, but is this the sweater guy from your guys' dream? And she holds up the Chucky doll again.
That's
No.
not it.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
That's creepy,
All right.
but it doesn't scare me.
But let me blow your minds, or blow my own mind here. Okay, are you ready? Is everybody sitting down? All right.
I'm not gonna sit.
And then she goes, "Ba-da! Here's the bear. This is from my dream. Is this from your dream? If it is, it's gonna blow my mind."
Han will shriek a little bit and take 3 steps back while quick loading a crossbow bolt at the bear.
I'm right by it.
Rose will try to stop Han because she's
That is
experienced.
the bear that I saw!
I chamber around.
Jesus Christ. Benny shoves it back in her backpack quickly. Quickly.
And then they all murder Benny.
Where did you get that bear?
I found it upstairs in the fucking dollhouse. Like, I found this Chucky doll that I was trying to tell you guys about. You didn't believe me about going home, and there's a home upstairs, but... Yeah.
I don't think that sweater doll has anything to do with anything, but we should probably burn it all the same.
We should burn the sweater doll and this bear?
No,
But this bear...
not the bear. Because we might need the bear.
Well,
just the.
But
just the
I
sweater
like
doll.
this doll. I
I
like
agree
this
to
doll.
burning. I agree to burning the one with the crazy orange hair.
Well,
the doll.
hold on. Here's the thing: is I have this creepy bear in my bag. Okay, I have a creepy bear in my bag. I want an equally creepy doll to, like, kind of keep it in check. It, like, balances each other out, so I'm not as scared because, like, if the bear comes to life, then I got the creepy doll to take care of it.
Why don't I take the bear then, and then we can still burn the doll?
I mean, why burn the...
I'm Chucky.
But he's my friend.
And I'm your friend to the end.
Just as you
That's
guys...
your friend?
Just as you guys are having this long debate with monsters and a dead body in the room about the doll and the bear and the dollhouse, you hear the scream of one Officer Donnie.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for a more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.